Hey guys, and welcome to Romance of the Three Kingdoms 13 with the Fame and Strategy Expansion Pack. Now, today I'm asking you to be here because I would like you guys to vote. The Total War Three Kingdoms trailer for Cao Cao has really got me into the Romance of the Three Kingdoms mood. So I need to do something with all of this energy and inspiration. And so I kind of want to play some Romance of the Three Kingdoms. But I can't decide on the character. I want to know what you guys would like to see. We're going to start a new series on the channel. Not on a stream. It's going to be on the YouTube channel. I would like you guys to choose between Cao Cao, because he was in the trailer, and of course the opponent, well, his opposite number during the trailer, Yuan Shao. The reason I want to play as one of these two is because normally you guys know that I just pick a random character and just play as them, try and roleplay, immerse myself into how they might play, possibly, have their interactions, but I want to play as a big character, you know? It kind of inspired me. I thought, you know, we never played as one of the main characters. How about we take one of the main characters on, like we saw in the trailer, and it could be really fun. So I thought those two could be really good choices. Obviously, they're both quite powerful, so they might not be the most difficult thing in the world, so that's one thing to keep in mind. But the story, the relationships, and the journey, it is why we could enjoy it. So I'd like to know from you guys, if you look in the description down below, you will find a link to vote on whether you want Cao Cao or Yuan Shao. I'll tell you guys right now, probably Cao Cao is slightly easier, just because I think he generally starts with better generals. He has quite a few good ones like Xiahou Dun, Xiahou Yuan. He gets quite a few at the beginning, if I remember correctly. While Yuan Shao, he has some very capable people like Zhang He, but I think he gets slightly less than Cao Cao. So maybe Cao Cao would be an easy one. So if you want a more difficult one, I'd say Yuan Shao is probably a better one. But it depends also what scenario we will choose. If you guys don't know much about these two characters as well, just because maybe you don't know the story very well, but you want to get into it. Cao Cao is one of the poster boys, shall we say, for this era. Him, Guan Yu, Lu Bu, kind of one of the most well-known characters, and really most important, and probably historically one of the most significant of the time period. And definitely for many people, he's their favorite. If you talk to a lot of Chinese people, Cao Cao is a man a lot of people can talk about quite a bit, and people have many different views on him. He's a very ruthless man, he's an ambitious man, but he's a lot, you know, he respects loyalty and people with ability, wants to collect good generals. And Yuan Shao is a man of high position. You know, he was kind of born with a high status. He has a lot of money and stuff. He's from a well-respected family, if I remember correctly. And so he's kind of always had the position to be able to do great things, while Cao Cao's had to climb up with his ability, which is what you see kind of in the Total War trailer there. Cao Cao, I think, kind of remarks upon that. But Yuan Shao has a few problems. He is capable in many ways, but he's extremely indecisive. And that's one of, I think, the biggest characteristics people think of when they think of Yuan Shao. And to begin with, they're kind of allies. They're both working in the coalition against Dong Zhuo. But later on, it leads to them becoming both extremely powerful warlords in China. At a certain point in time, they're arguably the two most powerful warlords at one point in time. And that leads towards the Battle of Guandu, where they both must fight each other to determine who is the power of the north of China. And it culminates in that, historically, Yuan Shao loses, and he kind of goes into the back pages of history, you could say. Well, Cao Cao rises up from it and becomes, you know, set in, well, paper, I guess we could say. Obviously, Yuan Shao is still known by anyone who's read the books and knows the history, but he's not got that prestige. If he'd beat Cao Cao, maybe he would have. Who knows? But Cao Cao ended up showing he was the more capable man. I think I remember correctly, at the Battle of Guandu, Cao Cao actually was outnumbered. But due to his decisions and his tactics and some changes of loyalty and stuff, Yuan Shao ended up losing. So if you'd like to do an alternative history, you can play as Yuan Shao. If you want to try and finish someone's ambitions, that would be Cao Cao. So just give you guys that was a very quick glimpse. I know a lot of people, whenever I talk about these things, they always tell me in the comments, you didn't mention this, or, well, you didn't mention all of this. And I'm like, well, I'm just trying to give a brief overview for you guys, for those maybe who don't know it so well. I know you guys have read the books and know the history as well. A lot of you might have read one or the other. You guys know all the details. I don't need to go into too much detail about that. So that's what you guys to vote on. Also, I'd like you to vote on the scenario. So there'll be 2 separate votes, one for the character. I know maybe you're thinking, why not other characters? Well, the trailer, I feel like, has got me interested in these 2 characters right now. Maybe in the future, as trailers come out, we'll play more with some other characters. Just, and also for people maybe don't know these characters very well, they could learn a bit more about them as well as we play. So it could be fun as well in that regard. Because maybe they're kind of they're just on my mind at the moment. Because we normally play as low people officers and random characters. I really want to play as some characters I really know very well, actually. So we got some scenarios to choose. So I'm going to give you guys a few scenarios. I'd like to get your decision on which scenario you'd prefer. We could choose from the Yellow Turban Rebellion. The Yellow Turban Rebellion is the earliest start date. So basically this is, the very beginning of things and how they unfold. During the Yellow Turban Rebellion, Cao Cao and Yuan Shao have no land, but once the Yellow Turban Rebellion is defeated, I'm assuming they both lead men for the Imperial Court, if I remember correctly, and so we might be able to fight men and defeat the Yellow Turban Rebellion, and after that, when Dong Zhuo comes to power, we'll get given some land. Yuan Shao starts in the north up here, Cao Cao usually starts about round here. But they both start with 1 province each, I think. So it's if you want to see from the very beginning, see a proper kind of the beginning of the story and how they come to be, choose this one then and see how things go. But it will mean there'll be lots of weak lords. There'll be lots of weak warlords at the same time, apart from maybe Dong Zhuo. So that's something to keep in mind. We'll probably be fighting him. Then we've got the anti-Dong Zhuo coalition. In this one, I think this right here is Yuan Shao. So we start with 1 here. And I think this is Cao Cao right here. So we start here. It's kind of after the Yellow Turban Rebellion. But everything's set up. You can see many people have like 1 province. Many of them, not all of them, but lots of them do. Especially in this area. So it might not be too difficult to kind of rise up and expand. But obviously, taking on Dong Zhuo possibly. And if any of the others kind of get in the way, we get unlucky. It could cause a bit of a problem, possibly, with that. But that's a good one to start if you want kind of just a base start. This is probably where Total War will start from, I think. Because they've had no mention of the Yellow Turban Rebellion so far. The other choice I'm going to go with is... we're going to say Warlords. We're going for the other choice is Warlords. This is kind of after... we can see here, if I click on this, the tyrannical Dong Zhuo had fallen at the hand of Lu Bu. Lu Bu's driven out of Chang'an by the revolt of Dong Zhuo's former ministers. So this is after Dong Zhuo has now been destroyed. He's dead. He's got rid of, thanks really to Lu Bu. And so you got many kind of characters about here. Liu Bei is around here. Lu Bu and stuff is causing trouble for Cao Cao. So Cao Cao kind of is in a difficult position here, but I think there may be some story events which maybe gives him a chance to kind of take it back and stuff. Yuan Shao is quite powerful at this point in time, so we start as Cao Cao. This could be a fun one for Cao Cao, but maybe not for Yuan Shao, because maybe he'd be slightly too easy at this point in time. I don't remember all the story events that happened. I could turn those off as well, so that could be a possibility. The other one, I think I'll choose then... I think the one against Lu Bu is maybe too similar to Warlords, so... we could also go for the Battle of Guandu. So this is when it all comes to mark. Cao Cao is extremely strong. Yuan Shao is extremely strong. And they must come to battle. If we choose this one, I'll probably choose the story events. I'll turn them off. Because otherwise, I think Cao Cao just wins. And my lands get divided between my 2 sons. So that's something to keep in mind. If we do choose the Battle of Guandu, I will turn off like historical deaths. I will also be probably turn off the historical story events from happening, which might upset some people, but I think it's important for this one, because if we choose Yuan Shao for this, it's kind of, yeah, that's it. And if we choose Cao Cao, it's pretty easy, then we're the most powerful. Battle of Guandu, this won't be interesting for a one-on-one battle between these 2, but after that, whoever wins might be slightly easy to expand after that. So, I don't know, it depends what you guys really want. So, okay, there's the choices for you guys. Yellow Turban Rebellion, Anti-Dongzhuo Coalition, Warlords, and the Battle of Guandu. There's a couple over here, but I don't really think they make a big difference for Cao Cao or Yuan Shao's position. It's mostly the same between these two. Yeah, that'll probably be the same at the end of it. Yeah, I think those will be fine then. So guys, show me what you want. Go in the description below and vote. And just a quick question to you guys. You know, who is your favorite out of Yuan Shao and Cao Cao? I don't know why I asked that. I think I know people are probably going to say Cao Cao. But yes, let's say don't vote for the one who's your favorite. Vote for the one you want to see me play as. You know, you might like Cao Cao, but Yuan Shao, personally, I like Cao Cao. He's probably my favorite character. But Yuan Shao I really like as well, and I think it's going to be fun to do an alternative history as him and take over China, or play as Cao Cao and finish what he started. But yeah, see you guys around. I'll collect your votes over the next coming days, and hopefully maybe in 2 days or so, maybe less than that, I don't know, I'm kind of really want to get into it. I will start this campaign, I hope you'll join me. I'll see you then.